I know I'm getting sore. I need to fucking recover. I'm only 20 days in, 21 now. Spend a day of recovering, so 45 minutes of stretching inside, and I spent about an hour and a half of just walking outside. Now, I know that doesn't sound like much, but it's still physically stimulating, and of course, if you use your mind correctly, you can actually visualize what you want to do while you're doing the walk. But during most of the walk when I was there, I was kind of looking like Todd from Pokemon, you know what I'm saying, with the Pokemon Snap going around. Kind of weird Asian guy just around the park, kind of looking a little stalkerish, you know what I'm saying? It's a little fucking weird, but it wasn't as weird as I thought it was going to be. I've been missing out so much on the flip side of life. You got the smell of barbecue, you smell it all the time. You see the smoke, you see the fires, you see dogs walking their owners, you see dogs playing fetch, you feel the breeze of the wind, you get to see the bees play with the pollen and transfer over. I got to see birds actually try to start making a nest. I got to see butterflies going from bush to bush, families playing catch, families kicking balls, families playing with their children in general. You know, that's stuff I didn't actually get to see when I was younger. The weirdest thing I saw was there was this mother playing with her kid, like she was playing Dig Dug on the old NES, but with actual sticks. Like she was digging up a pile with, I don't know what was going on there. But that's the flip side, and what I've been missing out on. The question I had when I was walking was, what's missing? Why am I able to see this now versus when I just go to the park and train? And when I asked the question, well, what's missing? The thoughts that go in my mind, because I'm a very objective person. I try to do things. There's a purpose. For example, you go to In-N-Out to get food. But of course, if you go with a bunch of friends, you go to hang out, right? But there's a purpose. But if you compare that to the nature of how animals are, animals just go wherever they go because they know they're going to accomplish something at the same time. There's kind of a flow going with it. But we've compartmentalized, when I say we, I mean humans, have compartmentalized our plazas, we've compartmentalized our jobs, we've compartmentalized almost everything that we do to the point where we are extremely predictive. And predictable, I should say, is a better word. Going back to In-N-Out, when I picked up my food, everybody there, of course, in the plaza has a purpose of getting food. So now, when we're trying to get our food back home, we're in a rush because we only focus on that objective. We don't care about what's around us. What was missing was the music that I put into my ears, the thoughts that I had, the doubts that I have for the day, the worries that I have to deal with, things you can possibly put in your head, clutter it up, mask you from what's going on. It was crazy because normally when I'm holding my water bottle, you know, I'm holding it pretty tight, but it was loose today. And I think the coolest thing that I heard when I was on the way back is just this. Now you're probably wondering, what the fuck, what does that have to do with anything? But if I was just to ask the question, how was the walk? I could just answer with this. I don't need to explain the entire story. I don't need to explain that there was more behind this and going on. It was just that sound. There's no actual meaning, but that is exactly what I feel like I was missing, which is focusing too much on the objective stuff. Knowing all this now, knowing that my thoughts, my music, my doubts, my objectives, anything that's going on in the day is causing me not to see the world the way it is. And I think that's extremely important to know, that this is the flip side that I've been missing out on. This is exactly what I should be focusing on. Because you can miss a lot of things. Yeah, I know it's minor stuff where bees are just moving pollen, bugs are flying around, butterflies moving from bush to bush. But there's things we miss in life because, like I mentioned today, this is the flip side that I wasn't looking at. I was just looking at what I wanted to do. I think it's good to see both sides of the coin and not just our way, of what we think is our way, at least. So I don't know if this is really helpful. This is just my perspective, but maybe there's something you guys have been flipping around. Go ahead and experiment with that and let me know how that goes. Either way, I do hope that this was helpful. This was more of a personal thing. I do have, speaking of personal, I do have a personal video coming out soon. It's going to be pretty big. I'm looking forward to getting that out to you guys as soon as possible with, of course, the right quality. So stay tuned for that. And this was day 21 of 70, 20, 21. I don't remember. We're somewhere in that range of 20 or 75 hard. I will see you guys again next time. Let's check out progress.